What's up, everybody? My name is Jason White. Super excited to be here with you guys tonight. Happy Thursday to those of you watching this live. For those of you that are catching the replay, thank you for taking a little time to watch this. So I'm actually a high school basketball coach. I've done that for 23 years now. This is my 23rd year of doing that. But I've also been an entrepreneur. I've always looked for great opportunities and ways to create extra income around coaching and around teaching. I used to be a full-time teacher and found a way to make extra money that, made sense to my wife and I. So I'm going to share with you tonight, and I won't take too much of your time because I know your time is valuable just like mine is, but I'm going to share with you guys tonight a little company we call Snap Partners, okay? I'm going to share my screen here. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to hit play on this. So Snap Partners has been around a little bit about the company. It's been around since 2021, been around for a couple of years. What I love about this is, we have different verticals or different things that you can utilize or use, be able to create whatever it is that you want to create. I'm going to focus on two of these, really one mainly, and then another one that's another great option. But we have several options, as I'll explain here in just a little bit. Things that are important to know: our executives have 75 plus years of experience. Our goal and our job here is to disrupt these multi-billion-dollar industries that I'm going to share with you here in just a second. And we like to keep things really super simple. So we have different things that we can share with people, right? Starting with Snap Delivery, which is a delivery system. So if you're familiar with Grubhub or DoorDash or anything like that, we are a very, very good, cheaper option for restaurants, much cheaper, a great alternative to that. And it's a great time to be a part of this, and I'll explain that more here in a minute. We have Snap Entertainment, video streaming. If you utilize a streaming service right now in your house, the cut the cord movement, maybe you've gone away from Dish or DirecTV and gone to streaming, or maybe you're wanting to do that and haven't found a great option. We have a thing called VidGo here. We have utilities available in certain states. We have wellness products. We have insurance, and then Snap Financial is the one that I'm going to kind of just start with here, right? So I have two questions for you today as you're on here watching this, okay? Snap Financial is a great opportunity for you to share with business owners what we have, and I'll explain more about that here in just a second. But let me ask you two questions first. Number one, do you know anyone that owns a business? Do you have any relatives, any friends, anybody that you used to go to school with, maybe, that owns a business that has W-2 employees? And the second question along with that, do you know anyone that knows someone who owns a business? Okay, those two questions are super important going into what I'm getting ready to share with you, because there's a program out there. You can go to the IRS website and look it all up and learn about it if you want to. But it's called the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Okay, this is our division called Snap Financial. We have partnered up with a company called Jorns and Associates, and what they do is we basically go out there and we find companies that have kept their employees hired through COVID, and then we get them connected up with Jorns and Associates, which is a specialty CPA firm with now over 500 staff members, and assisted now also over $12 billion in stimulus monies back to these businesses that have kept employees hired throughout the pandemic. So we're talking about any business that has W-2 employees is eligible for this, and except for businesses that are funded directly by the government, such as public schools, would not qualify for this, but private schools qualify for this. Restaurants, construction companies, I've got a chiropractor. I mean, all think about all the different businesses out there and people that that own businesses, and they would qualify, potentially qualify for this, right? This was set up during the CARES Act, okay, during the coronavirus or COVID pandemic that we had. And basically it sets aside up to $26,000 per employee per company in tax-free credits. Okay. This is a fully refundable tax credit that the business owner gets a check from the Treasury sent directly to them. So think about that. You take a company that has, let's say, 10 employees, a small company, right? Let's say you have a restaurant in your town or whatever, you know, the owner of a restaurant or of a HVAC company or of a construction company, whatever it might be, that has 10 employees. That would be a credit, maximum amount up to $260,000 that they could get and qualify for through this act. And what we do is we utilize Jordan and Associates to be able to do that accounting work for them. We work directly with the CPA of the business, okay? Because this is a specialty thing. There are the rule book's over 100 pages long on this thing, right? So it's super important to know that the reason why we're out here, why we're sharing this, and why we've had so much success is because of those 500 plus staff members. You know, we know the ins and outs of this like normal CPAs just haven't had the experience with, right? So, and then obviously with that, with you referring a company to Jordan's through Snap Financial, there is a significant commission for you for doing that, paid to you by Snap Partners and by Snap Financial, right? So that's the main one that I really wanted to kind of talk to you about. So think about it. Do you know anybody that owns a business? You know, what's cool about this program is even if you just were to enroll, which I'm going to share with you here in a minute, how to get started with our company. By the way, it doesn't cost anything to get started. Okay. It's actually free to enroll and to join. If you refer just one business to this, it could be a significant increase in your income for the year. Okay. I think that's something that's super important to understand, and we can get into more of that. And as you have questions, you know, I would love to answer any questions that you have. So whoever invited you on here, you know, connect with me through them, and I'll be able to answer any more questions you have on that. But there's a great commission factor for referring customers to this and clients and businesses to this because it is a huge thing that's out there, right? The second thing that I really want to talk about here for just a little bit is food delivery. How many of you have used Grubhub app? How many of you have used the DoorDash app? How many of you maybe have DoorDash at some point because, you know, it's a great way to make extra money on your own time? We have a division here called Snap Delivered, where we are directly competing with, I say directly competing, but when you look at the numbers and compare them and you sit down with a restaurant owner and show them what they would, the amount of money they would save by going through Snap Delivered versus going through some of those other larger ones that are corporate owned, there's really no comparison. We are blowing them out of the water when it comes to savings, right? We have our own app for clients, restaurants, and for drivers, okay? So there's a commission value available for if you want to be a driver. There's a value there if you want to refer a restaurant and sign up a restaurant to utilize our services. You can earn money with every order that goes out the door, okay? Residual income, we're talking about when people go through and use the app. There's a whole division set up for this to be able to help you grow a market or start a market, whatever it is that you're looking to do. And it doesn't have to be in a big city. You know, one of the most, and just talking to, you know, our Snap Delivered expert or guru, as I call him, one of our most successful markets is actually a town of 9,000 people up in Iowa, right? You don't have to be in a huge market to make this work, okay? There's no surprise fees, and there's huge savings for businesses or for restaurants over what is already out there and available, okay? Like I said, we have other divisions as well. I don't really hit on these as much right now, but if you're interested, we have some great wellness products. You know, we don't have a huge line of wellness products, but we have a few that are amazing. We also have government subsidized health insurance available that you can share. And then we also have a few, you know, very specific states where you can share our energy product, which saves businesses on commercial energy, okay? And there's more coming with that, more states coming. They're working on private sector energy also, which is not here yet, but, you know, that is another option that's there. Next, obviously, there's a commission value. We can go more in this one-on-one if you want to, but just so you know, every time you refer somebody to Snap Partners, whether it be the delivery, the ERC clients, whether it be the wellness or the energy or whatever it is, there's a commission value tied to that. And every time a residual order is placed, then you earn a residual income with that as well, okay? Also, you can share this with other people and bring them in. And whenever you move up to the first level of manager, you can start earning overrides on the people that you help get started with this. So there is the option to create income for your own activity, but then there's also that option to create income by helping others go out and share this as well, right? And then the third thing, like I said, where else can you start your own business for no fee, no hidden fees, no money up front? You literally can go and sign up and grab a link. I'm going to actually do a training right when this is over. I'm going to just stay right on here and do a kind of a quick getting started training so that, you can learn how to jump right into this and start being able to share this right away and start earning commissions right away. But like I said, what's cool about this, you can become an IBO, an independent business owner with Snap Partners, and share all of our services. And there is zero cost to you to be able to do that. We call it free because it's free to get started. It's free to stay in. Okay. So even if you know one restaurant, or if you know one a business that could benefit from our ERC program, grab your spot, with the person that signs you up, and go ahead and refer them to our services, and then you can earn a commission on that, right? It's pretty cool what we have, right? And then there's some things where you can earn quick money by getting out and hitting that manager position, which is 500 points in a month, by going out and sharing these things. There's different ways to do this. And like I said, be able to earn overrides on the people that you help get started with this, right? So our whole thing that we say is delivering what matters most in a Snap, whether it be the ERC program that you're excited about, or the delivery sector that you're excited about. I've got friends that deliver for, for Grubhub and for DoorDash that are eating this up and loving it, because they realize that if they go out and build a market of these restaurants, that they can earn an override on every order that goes out the door, and they don't have to even be the ones that's driving and delivering that. But if they are delivering it, and they enrolled the restaurant, and they got the customer to download the app, they get paid 3 times on one order, right? So great commission value with that as well. The ERC program is like nothing I've ever actually seen before. I'm actually kind of shocked by, what we have our hands on with that. But, at the end of the day, thank you guys so much for taking a little time to come by here, get back with the person that invited you. If you like what you saw with this, share it with a friend. We do these Zooms often. I've got this recording too. If you're watching the recording, thank you. Share the feedback that you got with your friend that shared it with you. And if you're taking that leap and joining our Snap family, I'll be the first one to say, welcome to the family. We're excited to meet you. We're excited to work with you. We're excited to help you get your business off the ground and going. Okay. And for those of you that are getting started right now, it literally, get the link from the person that shared this with you. It takes 3 or 4 minutes maximum to get signed up and get started with us. And we're going to come right back on here in just a minute, and we are going to do a quick getting started training. I'll give you 3 minutes to go out and get your link set up and get everything started, and then we'll hop right back on here. I'm actually going to leave this Zoom on. I'm going to stop the... All right, guys. So if you jumped out there and grabbed your link and got started, welcome back. For those of you that were already a part of our Snap Partners family, welcome to this. I'm going to go over a couple just quick basic steps to help you guys get started with this, right? I just got a quick little launch training here. Once again, we won't take too much of your time. Let me see here. Okay, I've got this getting started. Just a couple steps to kind of get your business rolling, right? Because it's super important to get up and going right from the start. My wife and I have been in this, this type of industry, this type of business now for almost 10 years, or actually a little over 10 years. And we know the key to this is getting started quickly. So what's cool about this is, you're not a customer anymore. You're not just a customer. You own a business. If you got started and went and grabbed your link, you are a business owner. It's not a physical business, but this is a business that, honestly could pay you whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay. So, which is why my wife and I, 10 years ago, decided that we want to start an extra business on the side, which most of you might be doing that, adding this into what you're already doing. You can do this part-time around your life, but we did this because and got into entrepreneurial stuff because we wanted to make more money than what teachers made, right? I mentioned earlier, I'm a coach and used to be a teacher, and in Missouri, they just don't pay very much to teachers out in rural schools, out in small areas. So we were looking to supplement our income, and we kind of stumbled into this. And everything about Snap Partners that I'm going to share, or that I have shared with you guys, this is what we love about this industry. Just going out and connections and friendships and people trusting us. And I coach in a small town, so if I'm out there sharing something, it's got to be something that makes sense to me and that makes sense to my friends and makes sense to the people that I do business with. And so it's just super important. So if you just got started with this, okay, if you go to snapdeliveredteam.com, that's our back office. That's our login site. That's where you're going to want to go first. And if you see the little orange button there on the right, you click the login button. And when you do that, it brings up the login screen. Now, when you get to the login screen, you can put in your, you can sign in with your username that you chose. You can sign in with your email address, okay? Or you can sign in with your phone number. It doesn't matter, however you want to do it. You can just go right in there and get signed in, okay? There we go. So once you're logged in, this is what it looks like, okay? This is what it looks like. And the first thing that I want to share with you is, as you're looking at this, there's a couple important things here that you want to make sure you know how to utilize. The first one are your referral links, okay? On the left-hand side of your screen, if you're on your phone, click the three little dots in the top left-hand corner. If it's an iPhone, I think it's in the top right-hand corner. If it's not an iPhone, I've got an iPhone, so I don't know for sure on that, but I think I heard somebody say that once. But your referral links are what you're going to be able to use to sponsor a new IBO, or independent business owner, okay? Or to sponsor or share your information, your link with a potential ERC client, okay? So if you have a business that says, I want to know more about this, you've got your own referral link that they can go look at. There's a 6-minute video on there by the owner, Mr. Tony Swantek, that explains the referral or the ERC program to them. It explains everything on how to get started. It kind of even goes through and talks about misconceptions of businesses thinking that they don't qualify because they didn't have a dip in income. I mean, he covers all of it in that video. So familiarizing yourself with the referral links and with that, that website that we send to potential ERC clients or businesses is super important, okay? But it's right there under my referral links. This is what it looks like. The two that are most important that I just mentioned, sponsor a Snap IBO. If you click the copy referral link button, you can just go right into your messenger, or you can send it to your phone. Or if you're on your phone, you can just go into your text messaging, however you're communicating with that person, and they can just go right in there and get signed right up, okay? It takes 3 or 4 minutes to enroll as an IBO here, so it's not a long process, okay? If you're referring an ERC client, this is one of the places where you can go and get the link for your ERC client, okay? If you click on copy referral link there, and then you go paste it to them where, wherever you're talking to them at, if it's an email that you're sending them, or if it's through Messenger, or if it's through texting, however you do that, however you're communicating with that business owner, you can just send that to them. They're going to get that. And I would encourage you guys to copy the referral link, send it to yourself, or send it to a friend, send it to your spouse, send it to whoever, and then go look at it and just see what they're going to see, okay? I think that's one of the most important steps in this, is so that you know exactly what we're talking about. And if you've already seen this, then great, okay? But this is how you get to your, I'm going to go one more time, my referral links, and then this is what they look like, okay? The other links are on here. I cover those two because those are the two most common ones that we share with people, right? If you have somebody that wants to order some enzymes or coffee or whatever, there's the Integris Wellness customer also that you can refer, okay? Or Commercial Energy. All of these are great referral links for you that are tied directly to you if you're logged into your back office, okay? So any business that comes through these, they are always tied back to you. Now, the other thing that's super important, okay, is your builder website, okay? This is a really neat feature that Snap has provided for us. And remember, all this is free, okay? Remember, it's free to sign up. All of these things are here for us. These tools are here for us to be able to share. They're updating them and upgrading them every single day. It seems like there's something new in our back office that, you know, a tool or something that's more functional that we didn't have before. So knowing that they're always doing that, I think is a big, big deal and really helpful for all of us, right? But if you click on Your Builder website, it's going to bring this up. If you look, this is mine, right? You can see my picture up there, my wife and I on the top right. But this has all of your different verticals. If you look here, there's arrows that go to the right or left because there's more than just the 6 that you see. So you can scroll over and see more of those. But what's cool about these, if you hit the little red sideways looking V thing, that's the share button. So that copies it to your clipboard so you can go paste. So if you want to share the opportunity of Snap with somebody, you can literally click on that and send it to them. And what they're going to get, and you can click on these, the little arrow to the left, and you can actually see what they're getting. Once again, I would familiarize yourself with all of our links, with all of your links, so you know exactly what you've got your hands on. But if you're sharing the opportunity with somebody, you know, there's a great video by our CEO, Andre Maronian, on there that explains, you know, kind of the whole idea of Snap Partners. But you can share that. If you're sharing Snap Financial, once again, this is another way to share about the ERC program, right? Because remember, Snap Financial is our ERC program where we're partnered with Jorns and Associates. This is another way to share that. If you're sharing the delivery part of this, you can see there where it says Share Snap Delivered. All of these are tied directly to you. So if somebody goes and clicks on one of these, it's gonna bring up a QR code. It's also gonna bring up there where you can preview the link if you want to see it yourself. The red button is the share button. Or if you're holding your phone and standing by somebody, you can literally hold the QR code out for them and they can pull their phone out and scan it right there in front of you and go to your website, right? That's the beauty of all of this, okay? Is that technology is great, and this is an ever evolving website, and this is another great thing that we have our hands on. So if you have questions on that, get back with the person that invited you, but I wanted you to understand where all of your links are that you can share with people. The information is all on there. You'll see if you go to preview link, you'll see exactly what they're going to see whenever you share this with them on every single one of these verticals, no matter which one it is, okay? Next thing, if you're serious about the ERC program and you're really wanting to take advantage of this, I would encourage you to go back to that first page right when you logged in and find the section that has the ERC training modules, okay? There's 4 modules on here. It's absolutely one of the best things that I've ever done. It takes about 2 hours if you're serious about it. If you want to do it, you don't have to do this. You can just ask people, hey, have you gotten your ERC money yet? And then say, okay, I need you to talk to my friend Jason, or I need you to talk to my friend, whoever it is that enrolled you. You know, I'd be glad to help anybody on here, and I can answer questions for them and help guide them and direct them. And when they're ready to do it, then, you know, we just have you send your link to them, and then they can get started in the ERC program. But if you want to learn more about the program itself and the ins and outs and what makes businesses qualify, these 4 training modules are invaluable. There's so much great information packed into these, and they're interactive where they have questions where you can answer the questions as you go through, make sure you're getting it all. But this is a great thing. It's also in your back office on that main page, okay? Game plan, it's super important to have a game plan. Getting started on day 1, you know, we want to help you. We call it don't blow it, let us show it. You know, help us. Let us help you. Let me help you. Put me on the phone or give me a list of people that you want to talk to, and I'll tell you exactly what to say to them. Your first 5 people that you bring into this with you are what we call your prime real estate. Those are the people that you want to work with. Remember, you're asking people to take a look at something that costs them nothing to get started, right? But there's a huge upside to this if they even know just one business owner. Okay, so it's super important to know. And then once you've seen it happen 5 times, most people, once they've seen it 5 times, you know, they say, I got it, right? And if you need help after the first 5, that's great too. We're here to help with everything all the way along the way for you, okay? And then here's the deal. Once you're ready for it, let's do a Zoom. I'll hop on and do a personal opportunity Zoom for you and 10, 15, 20, 30 of your best friends or your people that you want to share this with. And you and I will go in together, and I'll do all the hard part and explain everything that I've explained tonight. and all you got to do is get people to show up for it, right? But I would love to do home or Zoom meetings for you. If you live close to me, I'll do a home meeting, but Zoom meetings are super easy and can be set up. You know, my schedule is fairly flexible, other than when I'm coaching basketball. But other than that, you know, I'm here to help anybody that wants to hop on and share this with their friends, right? With their closest friends that they want to go to first. And that's one of the ways that, you know, we've had success over the last 10 years is by, you know, helping people get their business up and going and getting it started, right? We do have a Sprint to Paradise going on right now. If anybody likes free trips, if you go out and do a 5-and-1, if you sign up 5 IBOs, which 5 people personally enrolled that cost nothing for them to enroll, and you do one ERC client with 20 customers minimum, okay, and then you help one of your 5 new people get started and do the same thing and do a 5-and-1, then you're going to earn a trip to Paradise. And I believe that trip is actually going to Dubai this year, right? So you have now until the end of the year actually to do this. So 5-and-1, 5-and-1. Okay, think about that and how cool that is to be able to create that, right? And I don't know what's flipping in behind there, but let me see if there's any more slides on here. Be a professional box checker, right? At the end of the day, you want to check those boxes and just share with as many people as you possibly can the opportunity, whether it's sharing the opportunity that, you know, we have recorded on here, whether it's inviting them to one of our group opportunity meetings, or if it's having your own opportunity meeting because you have 5 or 10 or 20 people of your own that you'd like to tailor this to, whatever it might be, we're here to help you guys get your business off and running from the start. So first step, get logged into your back office. While you're doing that, if you've signed up, you might have already started thinking about businesses that you want to approach with the ERC program. Maybe you're in an area that has some restaurants where you might know some restaurant owners. You know, what goes good or what pairs well actually is talking to restaurant owners about switching to our Snap Delivered, and then also saying, hey, by the way, have you guys collect your ERC money yet, right? When we reach out to people about the ERC program, it's super basic. It's, have you guys gotten your ERC money yet? They say there's one of 3 answers. What is that? No idea what that is. That's a good sign for you, because then that's when you say, I want to connect you with my friend Jason, who can help explain it. And once I've helped you with that, you know, a few times, then you'll be able to answer questions yourself, and I'll still be here to help, right? Number 2, they'll say, we looked into it, we didn't qualify, which chances are they probably do qualify now. They might not have qualified when it first started 2 years ago, but they have changed the rules on this so much that more businesses qualify than thought they didn't, because originally people thought they had to have a dip in revenue, which in the beginning, that's how kind of it was. But now there are different ways for them to qualify. Okay, many ways for them to qualify. And that's where Jordan's comes in and really is able to help people get, you know, their income with this, right? To get their returns with this, okay? And the third thing they might say is, I've already filed it, okay? If that is the case, then, you know, we can't do anything with that, and that's great. You know, that's a great person, actually, if they've already filed it, to say, hey, you already know how great this program is. Help me out. Do you know anybody else that owns a business? Because business owners know other business owners. Do you know anybody else that I can reach out to and share this with? Because we have a great opportunity with this. You know, we're the number 1 ERC firm in the nation, 500 employees, 12 billion plus so far in tax credits received. So I would appreciate any referrals that you have. So we can answer all 3 of those. You know, you don't see much outside of those 3 answers, because really there's nothing else. Either they know about it and they filed it, they don't know about it, or they've looked into it and thought they didn't qualify. So at the end of the day, you know, that's what it's all about. So making a list of business owners that you know, letting, you know, your sponsor or myself help you go through your list, exactly what to say to them. And it's going to be the same thing every time. Hey, have you guys gotten your ERC money yet? Right. So thank you guys so much for jumping on here. Hopefully this was helpful to, you know, help everybody get their business up and going, to know how to get into the back office. If you missed something while you're watching this, just rewind it, watch the recording again, and see, you know, how to get to those links, and just go in there. I would encourage everybody, you're a business owner now, right? You own your own business with this. I would encourage you to actually go in there and play around with those links and see what all is on there and see what you're sharing with people. Because as you're looking at this stuff, you'll think of businesses or you'll think of people that you want to share this with naturally as you're going through all this stuff. There's tons of information on each one of those verticals, and tons of things that you can go out there and share. So thank you guys so much for hopping on here tonight. And I'm going to stop this recording, get back with the person that helped you get started, or if you have questions, holler at me. I'm here to help.